Let's get to it. Let's do it. Y'all already know what time it is. Rabbit hole time. Kamala Harris loses it during the Fox interview with Bret Baier. All right. Double tap the screen on the way in the door. Let me try to get this audio levels up. I think I'm way too loud right now. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, she loses it. We know this. She had an interview, right? And I was so tempted to go watch it, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm just kind of like sick of these people, so I don't really support the other side too much. I kind of like I'm one-sided, man, you know? And we got a bunch of stuff to go through today, man. I got an embarrassing video of this cat, right? Gets caught on camera, dogging his mother out, talking crazy to her. He's in the house. She's like, come get up by the internet. But him don't want to come off of the internet for some reason. All right. Now we know what's going on with this race. The polls is just not looking good for Kamala. And let's not get it twisted. It's not just a bunch of black people that's all of something not voting for her. Man, that's what they like to talk to us about. But really, is that what it's about? No. I can tell you one thing, it's never about for the Democrats. It's never about policy. Now, let's get into this.
Madam Vice President, thank you for the
share this video. Double tap the screen on the way in the door.
Time.
Thank you. It's good to be with you, Bret.
You know, voters tell
crumbles. I ain't gonna lie.
Pollsters all over the country and here in Pennsylvania that immigration is one of the key issues that they're looking at this election, and specifically the influx of illegal immigrants from more than 150 countries. How many illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is a topic of discussion.
Very simple question, right? How many? Let's go again.
How many illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Just an estimate of how many immigrants do you think y'all let in the country? Very simple.
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is a topic of discussion that people want to rightly have. And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, but
right
do you
now,
just a number? Do you think it's 1 million, 3 million?
Oh, Bret is a beast. Bret is a beast. And it's sad you got to go through all of this to give a regular person, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to give honesty props today. People should just be honest and open, you know what I'm saying? And not scared. He ain't scared. I like this.
Bret, let's just get to the point. Okay, the point is
she's swinging.
That we have a broken immigration system that needs to be repaired.
So your Homeland Security Secretary said...
So you cannot answer the question. That's number one, the immigration problem. Double tap the screen. And if you're on that Trump train, type 1 in the chat. It's going to get crazy today.
That 85% of apprehensions...
I'm not finished. We have an immigration...
Yo.
We have a broken immigration system.
I'm sorry, I might be a little bit obnoxious today. I'm going to try my best to just play this through and then go back.
That needs to be repaired.
So your Homeland Security Secretary said that 85% of apprehensions...
I'm not finished. We have an
it's a rough estimate of 6 million people have been released.
He's talking right over our ass.
Into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get you the question. I promise you.
I was beginning to answer.
And when you came into office, your administration immediately reversed...
I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. I'm going to be so honest, right? And this is no cap. This is no trolling. I think that she get fluffier than a cloud.
A number of Trump border policies. Most significantly, the policy that required illegal immigrants to be detained through deportation, either in the U.S. or in Mexico. And you switched that policy. They were released from custody awaiting trial. So instead, included in those were a large number of single men, adult men, who went on to commit heinous crimes. So looking back, do you regret the decision to terminate Remain in Mexico at the beginning of your administration?
Just say yes, Kamala, please, for black people. Just say yes.
At the beginning of our administration, within practically hours of taking the oath, the first bill that we offered Congress Before,
this woman, hands down, has mastered the fucking Heisman, the stiff, the swerve, whatever, the deflection.
we worked on infrastructure, before the Inflation Reduction Act, before the CHIPS.
And how y'all can't see the weakness in this, man? Like for real. At least, you know what? They say Trump lies all the time, right? It looked like what he says, y'all can't accept it. He stand on the shit, and then when he put it back in front of your face, y'all don't want to accept it. This one can't even answer a question. J.D. Vance, another one. You want to know what? You ask him a question, he answers it. It's very simple.
Science Act, before the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the first bill, practically within hours of taking the oath, was a bill to fix our immigration system.
Yes, ma'am. It was called the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021.
Exactly.
It was essentially a pathway to citizenship.
You don't want him to say nothing.
Please finish.
Yes.
May I finish?
One.
Yo, Kamala act like she coked up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, ma'am. It was called the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021. It was essentially a pathway to citizenship for the. Yes, ma'am.
May I finish responding, please? But you have to let me finish.
You
please.
had the White House and the House and the Senate, and they didn't.
She's bad as fuck. Look.
Responding to the point you're raising,
okay.
And I'd like
Bret hit hard, bro.
to finish.
Yes, ma'am.
He got that suit on too. He ready for it.
This weekend only.
He knew exactly what he was going to do to her. She thought she was going to come up in there and get a sweet time because I think Fox set it up. That's why they've been speaking up a little bit. You know what I mean? They kind of like neutral instead of leaning towards Trump. And she just thought that they was on her side and came up in here unprepared, yo. That boy's not going to let her go. He gonna lock on her neck like a Rottweiler. If you're on that Trump train, type 1 in the chat and double tap the screen on the way in the door or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. And share this video. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, whatever y'all on.
We recognized from day one that, to the point of this being your first question, it is a priority for us as a nation and for the American people.
I don't enjoy this. I hate to see somebody look so weak.
And our focus has been on fixing a problem. And from day one, then, we have done a number of things, including to address our asylum system and put more resources, getting more judges, what we needed to do to tighten up penalties and increase penalties for illegal crossing.
Copy and paste shit. She can't come up with one original fucking response or answer a question. It's like blatantly disrespectful to anybody that can fucking think.
What we needed to do to deal with points of entry between border entry points. That's the work we did, and we worked on supporting what was a bipartisan effort, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Congress, to actually strengthen the border. That border bill would have put 1,500 more border agents at the border, which is...
Wait, bipartisan. Now, let me just let y'all know, just in case y'all don't understand, bipartisan means that it's something that we did that even the Republicans liked.
Is why I believe the Border Patrol agents supported the bill. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States, which is a scourge.
It would have.
Affecting people of every background, every geographic location in our country, killing people. It would have allowed us to put more resources into prosecuting transnational criminal organizations.
This bitch is coked up. Sorry, y'all.
Which I have done as the Attorney General, former Attorney General of a border state.
Madam Vice President, a couple of things.
Prosecuted trafficking of drugs, guns, and human beings. And Donald Trump, but let me just finish.
My opinion, she won't let him answer the question because you're not asked the next question because you're not going to answer. It's only right that we go to the next fucking question. You're not going to answer anything.
Democrats voted against that bill.
Learned about that bill and told them to kill it because he preferred to
she wanted to talk.
Run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And in this election, this is rightly a discussion that the American people want to have. And what they want are solutions, and they want a president of the United States who's not playing political games with the issue,
I hear you,
but actually is focused on fixing it.
6 Democrats voted against that bill. It would have allowed 1.8 million illegal immigrants into the country a year. A lot of conservatives have.
She said he's still drilling her about it, and she won't give a flat out answer. You want to know why? Because the flat out answer is, yo, we fucked up, okay? He fucked up, but I'm not going to make that same mistake. And then it just opens up the door for people to say, yeah, you are. You know that's the logistics of the questioning. She understands that if she says, you know, if she agrees with him, then she has to answer for so much more behind that. That's why she can't give a solid number on how many people got through the border, yo.
Had a problem with it.
Even though it's the stats is written down. He knows what it is. He wants her to say it.
6 Democrats. But more importantly, back to the original premise, Jocelyn Nungari, Rachel Morin, Laken Riley, they are young women who were brutally assaulted and killed by some of the men who were released at the beginning of the administration, well before a negotiated bipartisan bill. Former President Clinton actually referred to Laken
And now, I didn't see this. Now, it's funny that he said the same thing.
Riley Sunday campaigning for you in Georgia, saying if those men had been properly vetted, Laken Riley probably would not have been killed. So if it wouldn't have happened, this is well before any negotiation. This is well before Donald Trump got involved in the politics. This is a specific policy decision by your administration to release these men into the country. So what I'm saying to you, do you owe
Bret,
those families an apology?
Let me just say, first of all, those are tragic cases. There's no question about it.
She ain't gonna own it. She's never gonna own it. If she says that she's sorry, it was a mistake in any way, she's fooled. She's fooled anyway because the polls are down for her, yo.
There's no question.
Yeah, that's right, Yellow Bear. She never apologized. Pay attention to this.
Question about that. And I can't imagine the pain that the families of those victims have experienced for a loss that should not have occurred. So that is true. It is also true that
former, I had to take that word out because they're shadow banning me. YouTube sent me some. Well, I've been in contact with them for last week, and they really hit me about the comments. So in the chat moderators, and so I put the right parameters on the words and put some new words in there for them not, you know, time somebody out if they start cursing outright. You know, you got to mask your fuckery here in the chat. You know, what I'm saying can be contested because it's something that the computers could get mixed up. But when you're typing, there's no mistake. You know what I'm saying? So change the words. Put FCK, whatever.
if a border security had actually been passed 9 months ago, it would be 9 months that we would have had more border agents at the border, more support for the folks who are working around
Hey, sorry, Kamala, please.
the clock, trying to hold it all together.
Madam Vice President.
To ensure that no future harm would occur. And this election in 20 days will determine whether we have a president of the United States who actually cares more about fixing a problem, even if it is not to their political advantage in an election, because there was a solution.
Very allowed. Very allowed. Creative profanity still allowed.
Bret.
Madam Vice President, it was a policy decision in the early part of your administration. I will let one of the mothers talk about it. Take a listen.
Because of the Biden.
That boy Bret is cold. Bret is cold. He's cold because he just goes right to it. Because you can't. I'm so curious as to what her response is going to be after looking at this testimony from the family.
Harris administration open border policies catch and release. They were enrolled in the Alternatives to Detention program. This meant that they were released into the United States. It was not even a full 3 weeks later that they would take my daughter, Jocelyn Nungari's life. I believe the Biden-Harris administration open border policies are responsible for the death of my daughter.
That's the early days.
Look at her. Look at her. She's stone-faced. She's stone-faced. This is what you call pompous. This is what you call pompous aristocratic behavior. Somebody that's really not born into it because she fucked her way to the top, but she's a career politician. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the reason why I like Trump. This is the reason why I liked him from the beginning, because he wasn't a career politician. Look at that face of hers. Look at her hands. She's stone cold. Now, why would she show emotions? Because we're talking this. Let me just break it down. We're talking about 3 people that was killed by somebody that was affected by directly by the border policy. Saying, listen, don't you think, basically he's asking, do you think that could have went a little bit better? You know?
So do you owe them an apology is what I'm saying.
I will tell you that I am so sorry for her loss. I'm so sorry for her loss.
Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. I'm half a century, bro. I know a real apology when I see one. See, this is what's wrong with some of y'all. Some of y'all are looking to turn the fucking device on to get your leadership in life. No, I was born with this shit. You either born in or you sworn in. And if you don't go with your instincts about people, you're going to keep on making the same mistakes over and over and over again. She's stone-faced. She not apologizing. This is the vice president of America. This is the person that's supposed to apologize for anything that happened to the American people. Flat out. Hence, flood. Where that they act like it was nothing. That hurricane flooded mad shit, man. Fuck people up. There's still people that's not found. You think that her approach was appropriate? No. A president or a vice president is supposed to show compassion. You feel me? Not to be stone-faced and pompous when asked about these people that was affected by your fucking shit.
They would take my daughter, Jocelyn Nungare's life. I believe the Biden-Harris administration open border policies are responsible for the death of my daughter.
That part.
That's the early days. So do you owe them an apology is what I'm saying.
I will tell you that I am so sorry for her loss. I'm so sorry for her loss. Sincerely.
Over some politics. If I say I apologize, they got me.
But let's talk about what is happening right now with an individual who does not want to participate in solutions. Let's talk about that as well.
But do you want to answer
in all
her?
fairness, I told you, I feel awful for what she and her family have experienced.
During that time, you said repeatedly that the border was secure. When in your
Asked her again, he gave up in his mind like this bitch ain't shit.
mind did it start becoming a crisis?
Cokehead bitch is not shit. She could have just apologized. She could have just said, you know what? Or she could have even deflected. She could have apologized and said, you know, directly, it wasn't my fault. You know, it was Biden. I mean, he's on his way out the door anyway, right? Say something outside of just deflecting, yo.
I think we've had a broken immigration
Disgusting.
system transcending, by the way, Donald Trump's administration even before.
It is.
Let's all be honest about that. I have no pride.
You do have pride. You can't say nothing about these people's family. You numb like somebody just said in the chat. Blame it on Trump.
I think we've had a broken immigration system transcending, by the way, Donald Trump's administration even before. Let's all be honest.
This is all I hear. Can you say sorry about those people that died? Well, that's Trump's fault.
About that. I have no pride in saying that this is a perfect immigration system. I've been clear, I think we all are, that it needs to be fixed. We need more. I was just down at the border talking with
Bret is cold. He got her on the defense the whole entire fucking time.
border agents, and they will tell you, and I'm sure you probably, I know you investigate and you are a serious journalist. They will tell you we need
that White House punching at the air like, who the fuck sent her over here to Fox News with Bret Baier? Who sent her over here? Somebody's getting fired after this. Bro.
more judges.
Somebody definitely got fired today. You know what I'm saying? The box wine is pouring. Double tap the screen. Or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Yeah, the box wine.
We need to process those cases faster. We need the support for those cases that should be prosecuted.
We're not blaming Harris. What we're saying is that we expect more compassion out of a vice president. What part don't you understand?
They need more resources, and Congress ultimately is the only place that's going to get fixed, Brett.
Well,
that's how this system works.
That's the premise of this question.
But
There were
that's how the
90
system
plus
works.
executive orders that were rescinded in the first days. Many of those were Trump border policies.
Like Brett, he's gonna lose his patience and just start talking over.
I'm not going to stay here because there's other things to talk about, but you frequently talk to the Border Patrol Union for support of that bipartisan bill, and they did. They supported it. But they also just endorsed Donald Trump and said, you've been, quote, a failure with border security. Why do you think they
Whoa, lined her ass right up.
said that?
I think they're frustrated, and I get it. They want support. They want support, and that's what that border security bill would have done. These guys down at the border, these men and women, they're working hard. They're working around the clock. I get it.
There's a lot of people that look back at what you said in 2019 when you first ran for president. And there have been changes, and you've talked about some of them. When it comes to immigration, you supported allowing immigrants in the country illegally to apply for driver's license, to qualify for free tuition at universities, to be enrolled in free health care. Do you still support those things?
Listen, that was 5 years ago, and I'm very...
Oh, wait for it. This shit about to get cold. Double tap the screen. Get the likes up real quick. Let's get them likes past 200 right now. You got about 700 people up here. Answer the poll, man. If you're on that Trump train, is Kamala shaking in her boots?
very clear that I will follow the law.
Type 1 if she's shaking.
I have made that statement over and over again, and as Vice President of the United States, that's exactly what I've done, not to mention before.
If that's the case, you chose a running mate, Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota, who signed those very things into state law. So do you support that?
We are very clear, and I am very clear, as is Tim Walz,
that nigga
that we must support and enforce.
Brett is a beast. You see that little quiet right before she answered? Get her! Get her ass! Get her up out of here. Get her the fuck up out of here, bro. He cold.
We are very clear, and I am very clear, as is Tim Walz, that we must support and enforce federal law, and that is exactly what we will do.
So decriminalizing border crossings, like you said in 2019.
I do not believe
on that Trump trade. Type 1s in the chat. Share the video. Hey, but get the likes up. Let's go with the likes right now. Right now. Double tap screen. You're going to see a big ass thumb pop up on your screen. That means you have been rewarded and you're about to get the prize. For the low price of $5.99 plus shipping and handling. If that doesn't work, then go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. All right, let's go.
believe in decriminalizing border crossings, and I've not done that as Vice President. I will not do that as President.
So these are evolutions that you've had.
No, but let's be very clear. I'm the only person who's running for president who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations.
You heard that last week, man. Come on.
It's from the Sinaloa cartel to the Guadalajara cartel.
You ain't do a good enough job if you got 3 people that's dead as a result of these same policies this man is speaking about. Deflection.
To people who have trafficked in guns, drugs, and human beings. I have spent a significant part of my career going after people who present a threat to the safety of the American people and cross our border with the intent of doing us harm and cross our border illegally. And I will do that work as Vice President. I take that work quite seriously.
This is a time when
she's a punching bag.
Voters, especially here in Pennsylvania, are inundated with commercials and ads. They just want it to stop.
Let's go to that Trump train. Put them carrots in the chat. Spam the chat with 1s. Let me know that you're active up in here. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that's here. Double tap the screen on the way in the door or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots.
It's every commercial, but many of them
crumble,
add noise, but a few of them seem to break through. This particular one from the Trump campaign has gotten a lot of attention.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
Sex change for prisoners. Ain't this a bitch?
Prisoners. Every transgender.
Hey, go get your free mother. You know, you want to get your thing chopped off, man. Go ahead and, go rob a fucking bank. Oops. You might not even go to jail then.
Inmate in the prison system would have access.
So are you still in support of using taxpayer dollars to help prison inmates or detained illegal aliens to transition to another gender?
Nigga say he thought it was Aunt Glizzy. Salute, OST.
I will follow the law. And it's a law that Donald Trump actually followed. You're probably familiar with, now it's a public report, that under Donald Trump's administration, these
we definitely do see you, Kamala.
Surgeries were available on a medical necessity basis to people in the federal prison system. And I think, frankly, that ad from the Trump campaign is a little bit of like throwing, stones when you're living in a glass house.
The Trump aides say that he never advocated.
Look at her. Look how she rolled the eyes. Oh, shit. That hot sauce about to come out. Come on, baby. Pull that hot sauce out. Man, I wonder if she's still fucking around with my boy.
Throwing, stones when you're living in a glass house.
Willie Brown.
Trump aides say.
Look at that face. Look at that face. My bad, y'all. I'm about to be obnoxious right now. Watch this. The hot sauce just came right the fuck out, man. She didn't know she was Indian, black, you know what I'm saying, from the hood. You know what I mean? Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, man. Come on, Camel Toe. Let's go.
That ad from the Trump campaign is a little bit of like throwing, stones when you're living in a glass house.
The Trump
Look at
would
that.
say that
She looked him up and down, nigga, like a real. She looked him up and down like she got the biggest jar of Vaseline ready to put that.
he never advocated for that prison policy, and no gender transition
Well,
surgeries
you know what? You got to
happened
take
during
responsible for what
his
happened in your
presidency.
administration.
Yeah, no surgeries happened in his presidency.
It's in black and white.
Would you still advocate for using taxpayer dollars for gender reassignment
I will
surgeries?
follow the law, just as I
you have a
think
say
Donald
in
Trump would
this.
say he did.
You would have a say as president.
Like I said, I think it's real. He spent $20 million on those ads, trying to create a sense of fear in the voters because he actually has no plan in this election that is about focusing on the needs of the American.
I don't know what that black brother is saying. Do you know how to understand SMD? All right? Do you know what SMD means? With that black brother. How about what that man is saying, man? Here y'all go, coming over here with that color banging shit. We don't do the skin politics. You know what I mean? The ethnic, what they call that shit? We don't do skin hustling. No, we don't do that. Once you start talking that, man, you just lose me.
American people. Whereas at $20 million on that ad, on an issue that as
identity politics, I think that's the word.
it relates to the biggest issues that affect the American people, it's really quite remote. And again, his policy was no different. Look at where we are, though.
They say
On
it was
plans for
different,
the
but
American
we'll move
people,
on.
I'm offering a plan to deal with affordable housing. I'm offering a plan to deal with.
What's gonna happen if she president? She don't like what a motherfucker say. She gonna roll her eyes and try to get the button pressed. Real talk.
With what we need to do to strengthen small businesses, which are the backbone
That's why
of
we having all this talk about World War III. That's why we having that talk. They scared of this shit.
America's economy. I am offering a.
This is the tough job. The tough job is getting answering the tough questions, right? Especially when it's the people that you rocking with that's putting out there. It's a tough job.
Plan that is about taking care of young parents and giving them the support they need. My plans for the economy will strengthen the economy, as have been reviewed by 16 Nobel laureates, Goldman Sachs, Moody's, and recently the Wall Street Journal, which have all studied our plans and have indicated my plans for our economy would strengthen our economy. His would make them weak.
Strengthen the economy by letting motherfuckers in jail get sex changes. Come on, man. You gotta come better than that.
Why do you
would
think more
ignite
people
inflation and
I don't even believe that I'm saying this shit with a straight face.
invite a recession by the middle of next year. Those are the facts.
Why do you think more people say they trust him on the economy than they trust you?
I think that when you look at an analysis of our plans for what we would do as president of the United States, it has been clear to those who study and understand how economic policy works that moving forward, because I do believe the American people are ready to turn the page on the divisiveness and the type of rhetoric that has come out of Donald Trump. People are ready to chart a new way forward, and they want a president who has a plan for the future and a plan that is sound and will strengthen our country. My plan for the economy does exactly that. His plan.
I'm stopping it for that reason that Lansky said. You can't just
would be again to give tax cuts to billionaires and the biggest corporations in our country and blow up our deficit.
It's interesting you said turn the page, Madam Vice President. You were asked on two different...
Willie Brown texting her fucking purse is vibrating with Willie Brown calling her as we speak.
Shows last week. What, if anything, you would do differently than President Biden? Here's what you said.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had
1,300 people in the building. Double tap the screen. Thank you for everybody being here. We about to go down the rabbit hole. If you're on that Trump train, spam the chat with ones. Let these Democrats get stupid.
impact.
Under
Stupid scared.
a Harris administration, what would the major changes be and what would stay the same?
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm obviously not Joe Biden.
I know.
And so that would be one change in terms of
office.
But also, I think it's important to say with, 28 days to go, I'm not Donald Trump.
So you're not Joe Biden, you're not Donald Trump, but nothing comes to mind that you would do differently?
Let me be very clear. My presidency will not be a continuation of Joe
All right, y'all being sad, man. We got 80 likes and there's 1,000 of you motherfuckers in. Double tap the screen, get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots, and that's where the like button is at. So let's get them up. Let's let them go up. Come on, 80. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Answer the poll too, man. You got on the poll, it says, will Trump win? Let's get your vote on. It says like 70-some% say, of course. Some people say, hell no. And some people say, not sure. A little bit. Mostly, yes.
Biden's presidency. And like every new president that comes in to office, I will bring my life experiences, my professional experiences, and fresh and new ideas. I represent a new generation of leadership. I, for example, am someone who has not spent the majority of my career in Washington, D.C. I invite ideas, whether it be from the Republicans who are supporting me, who were just on stage with me minutes ago, and the business sector, and others who can contribute to the decisions that I make about, for example, my plan for increasing the supply of housing in America and bringing down the cost of housing, addressing the issue of small businesses, which is about working with the private sector to bring more capital.
Daniel says you scared, you sacred of her, roll her eyes. Shut the fuck up, Daniel.
And access to capital to our small business leaders, including my plan for a $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers and for small businesses, extending the tax deduction from $5,000 to $50,000.
We've heard a lot about those plans in recent days. Your campaign slogan is a new way forward, and it's time to turn the page. You've been vice president for 3.5 years. So what are you turning the page from?
Zachary, now you disrespected me. You said I'm serving my orange master. It sounds like you're, you know what I hate? You know what I hate, right? It says you do black woman bashing, serving your orange master. Well, Candace Owens is a black woman, and I show her nothing but love over here. Double tap screen, get the likes up, right? Let me let you know something, Mr. Zachary, right? A black racist is worse than a motherfucking white racist. You understand what I'm saying? A black racist, is, in my opinion, is worse than a white motherfucker. All right? Don't let that fly over your fucking head. You see me. You don't see me. I see you. Okay? Here we go. Another race baiter. Talking about I hate black women or I'm black women bashing. You tell me. Don't tell me nothing. You're on timeout for 86,000 seconds.
Well, first of all, turning the page from the last decade in which we've been burdened with the kind of rhetoric coming from Donald Trump that has been designed and implemented to divide our country and have Americans literally point fingers at each other.
The fuck is this? This is the vice president of America, Kamala Harris, that's running for president, and she's giving an interview to Fox. All you gotta do is read the fucking title.
Rhetoric and an approach to leadership that suggests that the strength of a leader is based on who you beat down instead of what we all know. The strength of leadership is based on who you lift up. The strength of an American president, which is one who understands that the
we appreciate the sheep too, but they're not going to disrespect me.
Vast majority of us have more in common than what separates us.
Madam Vice President, more than 70% of people
that is about turning the page on rhetoric that people are frankly exhausted of.
Oh, Charles, I see you, brother.
Brett,
more than 70% of people tell the country is on the wrong track. They say the country is on the wrong track. If it's on the wrong track, that track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president and President Biden being president. That is what they're saying, 79% of them. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page.
Yo, the Irish accent was crazy. The Indian shit, she's just been flipping. I played that yesterday, yo.
You've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam
You
Vice
and I
President.
both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that over the last decade, people have become. But listen, over the last decade, it is clear to me, and certainly the Republicans who are on stage with me, the former chief of staff to the president, Donald Trump, former defense secretaries, national security advisor, and his vice president, one that he is unfit to serve.
Seth, this is what I'm gonna tell you. It is being disrespectful when you talking about I serve an orange master. When you say I'm serving any master, I don't give a fuck if he's black, yellow, green, or whatever. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. I respect what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. We allow any opinions around here, but you can't come here and disrespect people. It's just that.
That he is unstable, that he is dangerous, and that people are exhausted with someone who professes to be a leader who spends full time demeaning and
I hear you, zombie.
Engaging in personal grievances,
boy, whatever your name is,
and it being about him instead of the American people. People are tired of that.
If that's the case, why is half the country supporting him? Why is he beating you in a lot of swing states? Why, if he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States? Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
it's not supposed to.
Get the fuck out of here. Hell no.
Supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States. Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the United States.
Saying why, if everybody hates him, why is he beating you? Simple.
United States, it's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
it's not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a cakewalk.
So are they misguided, the 50%? Are they stupid? What is it?
I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any of his rallies,
we don't agree with Zomboy, but we kind of like Zomboy because we like the opposite. We like the opposing opinion here sometimes, as long as they're not disrespectful. Double tap the screen, share this video, or go to the top right and hit those 3 dots. That's where the like button is at, man. Get them up. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. Press that button.
He's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within. An enemy within.
All else fails, just blame the orange man. Salute to the orange man. Salute to the fucking orange.
Talking about the American people, suggesting he would turn the American military on the American people.
Nice.
We asked that question to the former president today. Harris Faulkner had a town hall, and this is how he responded.
He didn't even fact check or even answer. He's just trying to get to it. Like, that's lies right there.
I heard about that. They were saying I was like threatening. I'm not threatening anybody. They're the ones doing their threatening. They do phony investigations. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the greatest gangster. No, it's true. No, but think of it. It's called weaponization of government. It's
now watch this.
Terrible thing.
So,
Brett, I'm sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
He was asked about that specific...
No, that's not what you just showed.
Oh, David said Willie Brown's vacuum isn't a black woman. I heard she's a red dot, allegedly. Whatever that means.
But in all fairness,
I don't know what red dot means, but somebody said that.
And respect to you.
That was the question that we asked him.
You didn't show that, and here's the bottom line. He has repeated it many times, and you and I both know that. And you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military on the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest.
1,600 people in the building. Salute. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Make the likes match the amount of people here. If you're on that Trump train, go crazy with the ones in the chat. Don't mind yourself. You know what I mean? Just spam the fucking chat, man. Kamala's crumbling. She's looking bad out here, y'all.
He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is
lies.
A democracy. And in a democracy, the president of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake, which is why you have someone like the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff,
I told you, coked up,
saying what Mark Milley has said about Donald Trump being a threat to the United States of America.
Yo, she looks more crazier than Diddy kissing his own mother.
Yeah, my mom's gorgeous. Hold on, let me introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
Wait,
she's getting drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake, which is why you have someone like the...
Those likes up. This ain't the regular show. I read comments, especially if they fucking smart. If they not, I won't pay attention.
Diddy party. Like a Diddy party.
My bad, that's later. Let's go. Get the likes up.
Former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying what Mark Milley has said about Donald.
Yeah, that was Diddy kissing on Meek Mill. Yeah, that was Diddy. And, you know, I don't know if they're going to let him out this cage to go testify. We don't know what's going to happen with that. We're still trying to figure it out. But like I said, that's going to be later on. We're going to find out who put Meek Mill in the cage. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nowhere in the world, ain't no amount of AI available, right, to get these dudes out of the problem that I got them in. I ain't gonna lie.
Diddy party. Like a Diddy party. Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. Diddy party. Like a Diddy party.
Get to it.
Trump being a threat to the United States of America.
He's quoted in the Bob Woodward book that way, yes. Let me ask you this, Madam Vice President. You call Donald Trump, you call Donald Trump, he's misguided. You say now
he's unstable. He is unstable, Brett.
He's not well. You say he's mentally not stable.
He's not stable.
Let me ask you this. You told many interviewers that Joe Biden was on his game, that ran around circles on his staff. When did you first notice that President Biden's mental faculties appeared diminished?
The Biden administration finally.
Yo, Brett is a nasty motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you now. Nobody for the Democratic Party, period, ever in life again, will give Fox News an interview. Trust me, nobody.
Joe Biden, I have watched from the Oval Office to the Situation Room, and he has the judgment and the experience to do exactly what he has done in making very important decisions on behalf of the American.
We don't. 1,700 people up in this joint. Let's get the likes up. Double tap the screen. Thank you for being here. Or go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. If you're on the Trump train, spam the chat with ones. Y'all know my program already. Let's go.
American people.
There were no concerns raised?
Brett, Joe Biden is not on the ballot.
I understand.
And Donald Trump
But
is,
you talked about it.
And Donald Trump
after George Clooney said within a few minutes of talking to President Biden at a fundraiser that he thought this was not the same Joe Biden that we saw on the debate stage.
Donald Trump is on the ballot.
I understand. You met with him at least once a week for 3.5 years. You didn't have any concerns?
I think the American people have a concern about Donald Trump, which is why the people who know him best, including leaders of our national security community, have all spoken out. Even people who worked for him in the Oval Office, worked with him in the Situation Room, and have said he is unfit and dangerous and should never be president of the United States again, including his former vice president, which is why the job was open for him to choose another running mate. So that is a fact. That is a fact.
Madam Vice President, 2 more things. You were asked on 60 Minutes about the biggest threat that the world faces, that the U.S. faces. This is what you said.
Which foreign country do you consider to be our greatest adversary?
I think there's an obvious one in mind, which is Iran. Iran has American blood on their hands, okay? This attack on Israel, 200 ballistic missiles. What we need to do to ensure that Iran never achieves the ability to be a nuclear power, that is one of my highest priorities.
Spam that chat with ones. Let's get them ones up in there. That's for the people that's on the Trump train. If you're on the other side, you feel free to press 2. But double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, man. 1,800 motherfuckers up there. Get your vote on too, man. Let's get active with them votes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna change the poll up.
A number of experts thought you would say China. The FBI director had said that, but you said Iran. If that's the case, what do you say to critics who look at the actual threat?
Well, I will tell you most recently, whether it was in April or in October, and then several hours on each occasion that Iran posed a threat to Israel.
She's about to spin the fuck out of us. We seen the news article. He's asking you as a vice president, what's your answer?
I was there, most recently in the Situation Room, in the most recent attack, working with the heads of our military and doing what America must always do to defend and to support Israel in its...
A bunch of nothing. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what she's talking about.
Israel in its requirement to defend itself and to give American support to be able to allow Israel to have the resources to defend it.
Choking. She choking. Like Willie Brown got her in the Volkswagen buggy.
Itself against attack, including from Iran and Iran's terrorist proxies in the region.
Right.
And that is,
proxies
and
my
commitment to that is unyielding.
He said, but those proxies were being funded by Iran.
And unwavering.
Critics didn't say how could that be our biggest threat when they Bret is a beast.
Just say that you either relaxed or failed to enforce sanctions on Iran, allowing all of this money to flow into Iran, like billions.
Let's go back to Donald Trump, who pulled out of a deal that would have actually put Iran in check.
The estimates in billions.
During Donald.
I hear what you're saying. You're saying Trump can't put two sentences together, but he can put enough sentences together to become a president and a billionaire. So that's cool.
Trump's
that
administration, that Iran
regime,
that we had an American military base that was attacked, where American soldiers suffered traumatic brain injuries, and Donald Trump dismissed them as heavy.
Oh, Nikki Love coming in hot. Nikki Love coming in hot. Oh, I got worse pictures than that. Well, oh yeah.
Not to mention how
double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up.
Donald Trump has
all of this money
has treated and talked about America's military and military service people, calling them suckers and losers.
Hamas
has diminished the significance.
We're talking over each other. I apologize.
I would like that we would have a conversation that is grounded in full assessment of the facts, which includes, I think this interview is supposed to be about the choices that your viewers should be presented about this election, and the contrast is important.
Yes, ma'am.
And on the subject of Iran, I am offering what should be an important contrast that is presented for folks to make a decision
and there are critics
that they feel.
Who look at what the administration did and say and think differently. Madam Vice President, they're wrapping me very hard here.
Oh boy.
I hope you got to say what you wanted to say about Donald Trump.
He has to be the most frustrated motherfucker in America right now. Double tap the screen. Let's get the show on the road. You know what I mean? My name is Backman. True story. All right. And we go down a rabbit hole down here. So now look. If you don't see the weakness in what you just witnessed, right? If you think that that's sufficient to run this fucking country, then you must be out your fucking rabbit ass mind. For you woke ass people, I don't understand how you so woke and sleep at the same damn time. It's not working for me. All right, now check this out.
Today was a bad day for the Kamala Harris campaign. Her interview on Fox News was
5 things, 5 worst moments of this thing. Let's break it down.
a train wreck, a hot mess on a number of levels. In Bret Baier, she faced a real interviewer who asked pertinent questions about the border, inflation, her record, and she floundered. She was evasive, she was incoherent, she was sometimes nonsensical. Whoever in her team thought she was ready for a real interview should be sacked immediately. Let's have a look at some of the more notable moments. I could play you the whole interview, but we don't have the time.
Your campaign slogan is a new way forward, and it's time to turn the page. You've been vice president for 3.5 years. So what are you turning the page from?
Well, first of all, turning the page from the last decade in which we've been burdened with the kind of rhetoric coming from Donald Trump that has been designed and implemented to divide our country.
More than 70% of people
exhausted.
tell the country is on the wrong track. They say the country is on the wrong track. If it's on the wrong track, that track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president and President Biden being president. That is what they're saying, 79% of them. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Don,
You got 1,800 people in the building. Well, I think so, or 13. Or I don't know how many people we got now. Whatever he is. Thank you for being here. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up. Put carrots in the chat, man. Put carrot emojis in the chat, right? Because this shit gonna get deep today. All right, Tasha, what's up, boo?
Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam
You
Vice
and I
President.
both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know.
Can't count. Shut the fuck up. Time you out. Look, I caught you, dummy. All right, I just timed you out for 86,000 seconds, bro. Don't call me tell me I can't count. I'm looking at 3 different screens here.
What I'm
I actually
talking about.
don't. What are you talking about?
No one knows what you're talking about, Kamala. You and Biden have been in power for almost 4 years. The Democrats have been in power 12 of the last 16 years, but everything is Donald Trump's fault, apparently. We're turning the page from Trump. Now, watch here as she tries to filibuster and mislead about what the Biden-Harris administration's record on illegal immigration has been. But for once, her nonsense is called out because this interviewer knows the facts.
I'm from the Bronx in Harlem. I'm in salute.
How many illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is a topic of discussion that people want to.
Mexico, salute. Double tap screen. Let's get them likes up past 1,000. Let's go. Let's go. Double tap screen or hit the 3 dots at the top. Now, let me ask y'all something. Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna wait until we get past the hour mark.
You rightly have. And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, but
right
do you
now,
just a
which
number?
is-
Do you
but-
think it's 1 million, 3 million?
Brett, let's just get to the point. Okay, the point
That is the point. That's his question. This is
is that we have a broken immigration system that needs to be repaired.
So your
And-
Homeland Security Secretary said that 85%
Well, no,
of apprehensions.
I'm not finished. We have an
It's a rough
immigration
estimate of
system
6 million people
that
have been
needs to be-
released into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get you the question. I promise you.
I was beginning to answer.
And when you came into office,
why does every answer come back to Donald Trump and not taking actual responsibility and valid solutions? I guess you phrased that the way I've been trying to say it. Thank you, William.
because your administration immediately reversed a number of Trump border policies.
Within hours of taking the oath was a bill to fix our immigration system.
Yes, ma'am. It was called
And-
the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021. It was essentially
so,
a pathway to citizenship for the.
Finish,
Yes, ma'am.
May I finish responding, please?
But
you have to let me finish.
You had
please.
the.
Hey, yo, let me just let y'all know. Y'all see those blue wrenches? That guy, Jay Rico, super petty. I respect it.
White House and the House and the Senate,
I'm
and they
in the
didn't
middle
bring up
of
that bill.
responding to the point you're raising,
Okay.
and I'd like to finish.
Yes, ma'am.
They say I can't count. I could count like a motherfucker. You meant to say that I can't read because I was reading numbers. I wasn't actually counting anything, stupid fuck. And she is a clown. Salute, Steve.
Recognized from day one that to the point of this being your first question, it is a priority for us as a nation and for the American people.
Just waffle, no answers. She doesn't have anything significant, substantial to say about these critical issues. Now watch here as Kamala gets all heated up, ranting and raving about Trump wanting to lock up his political opponents. Isn't that precisely what the Democrats have actually been doing?
He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy, the president of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it.
And on the question of emboldening and enriching the Iranian regime, this is what Harris had to say.
Critics just say that you either relaxed or failed to enforce sanctions on Iran, allowing all of this money to flow into Iran, like billions.
Let's go back to Donald Trump, who pulled out of a deal.
And the final highlight, or should that be low light, is when Bret Baier asked Kamala when she finally noticed that Joe Biden had some issues with
that was a headshot. I ain't gonna lie.
Cognitive decline. She is momentarily speechless.
You call Donald Trump, he's misguided. You say now
he's unstable. He is unstable, Brett.
He's not well. You say he's mentally not stable.
He's not stable.
Let me ask you this. You told many interviewers that Joe Biden was on his game.
The fact that she won't let him answer the question, you know what I'm saying? Ask the question is telling you everything that you need to see right there. Like, she don't want him to complete his sentence. It's to a point where he doesn't even get the answer. He's like, fuck it, because I don't have enough time. Let me get to the next one.
That ran around circles on his staff. When did you first notice that President Biden's mental faculties appeared diminished?
Joe Biden, I have watched.
That was a cold ass question. That was. Let me tell y'all something. Let me let him say one thing.
When did you first notice that President Biden's mental faculties appeared diminished?
Wow. I wonder who formulated those questions and put it in front of Bret and said, yo, ask this broad. When did you notice that our president of the United States was mentally incoherent?
Joe Biden, I have watched from the Oval Office to the Situation Room, and he has the judgment and the experience to do exactly.
So she's basically saying that that's a lie.
Exactly what he has done in making very important decisions on behalf of the American people.
Then why are you the presidential candidate? None of it makes any sense. Joining me now is Sky News contributor Kosha Gator. Kosha, she took a big gamble being interviewed by someone like Bret Baier, who you've got to say, it's not like she was interviewed by Sean Hannity or Tucker Carlson or Greg Gutfeld. You would expect that a presidential candidate could handle a tough interviewer who plays it straight down the line, and she floundered.
She did take a gamble, and that is the $1 million question.
That was she didn't take the gamble. The people that thought that she was ready took the gamble. Let's not get it twisted. Kamala is getting coked up. She knows that she's not ready. It's the people that handles Kamala that told Kamala, you know what, girl? You're ready. Jump your ass on that pole, shake it around a couple of times. Hey, Megan, come over here and slap her ass for $20,000. Hello? Hello, you can do this. She's punching the air right now. I'm telling you, man, the box wine is pouring and Kamala Harris, little cove.
Question. You could see she did not want to be there. She couldn't get out of there fast enough. And she did it because she has to. This race is very, very, very tight. And the momentum is with Trump. And historically, there is precedent where they begrudgingly.
Easiest one. That's how they set her up, though, Papa. That's how they set her up. Lined her up with the easiest one. But guess what? With the questions is coming from the top. You feel me? The questions would have been the same for any one of them. But they went with Bret because they thought that his delivery would be sweet. And he wiped the fucking floor with this chick, man. And wasn't even trying.
The Democrat candidate begrudgingly will give one Fox News interview when there's 20, 30 days left. Obama did it. Hillary did it. It used to be with Bill O'Reilly. So maybe she has to do that.
Allegedly, Matthew says the boxed wine sales are up.
Because they have a big audience, a lot of independents, and actually, frankly, Democrats watch Fox News. Yeah. But she was not prepared. She was not prepared. To me, the big takeaway is she remained substance-free. She does so by filibustering, using filler words. She said multiple times, let's be clear, let's be clear. She's never clear. And she hides behind others. Like she likes to hide behind the legislative branch because everything was like, I will follow the law. Congress needs to.
Javier, YouTubers are one-sided. Guess what? YouTubers are humans. I think that it's best to say that. Why is humankind one-sided? And that will be a question for your fucking priest, not for YouTube. Okay, this is an entertainment channel. Double tap the screen, get the likes up, and go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Subscribe to the channel, man. We just starting.
To act.
You know I gotta talk that race shit. Plus, I gotta show y'all some inflammatory fuck shit too. All right, excuse my language.
She shifts blame.
Family show. Just leave your kids out of this situation, okay?
Without ever weighing in on her position. Yes, she doesn't pass laws, but she can weigh in on which laws she think are better or not. And she wouldn't do it, and he had her dead to rights.
You heard me right. Family show. Okay, double tap the screen, get the likes up.
Right.
And he knew the fact.
For those that's new here, that's Tupac in a bikini and a army fatigue hat, appearing to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that.
When she brings up nonsense about this was the first thing we addressed and we had this bill, well, yeah, that bill was just going to create a pathway to citizenship for millions of illegal immigrants. That's not going to solve the border crisis. Right. And he knew that.
Take it to the new sub, salute.
Level of detail.
Allegedly, girl. Nah, we're not going to do that to Tupac, man. Because everybody know those, and back in my day, those were acceptable outside. Those bikini shorts that he got on was acceptable. This wasn't. You'll get ran off the block with this. You know what I'm saying? And God forbid somebody try to put you in the cage like Meek Mill. No. But this, come on, man. You go to Roberto Clemente Park, you know, for the pool, for the free pool in the summertime, man. You might feel like this. Like in my day, this was nothing. This was like boxer shorts, right? This is nothing. It's just the taco meat on the side of the boxer shorts that we concerned about. Hello.
And I've seen so many interviews with her.
All right, let's talk some black shit. Salute to everybody that's here that's new. All right, let's reset this room and talk some black shit. Before we talk some immigrant shit, and then we're going to talk some personal stuff. Let's just call it personal stuff. That'll be a little bit later because I am going to a festival tonight. I might live stream from the festival tonight.
You know what I mean?
It's called the Blink Festival of Cincinnati. Like, now this is Lord Jamal calling out rappers who switched up on Trump and says that Trump is something.
But yeah, I put Trump over Kamala, and if you say he's racist, well, guess what? I like my racists outward. I don't like racists who hide in the background and pretend to be my friend, but really they're stabbing me in the knife with a back. But here's the thing, Trump is not racist. And the only time that y'all started saying he was racist is when he started running for president. Before that, black people and the black community loved Trump. He was in all the fucking raps.
It was all on his nuts.
Right. And then if you look at the thing he's done, like he helped, he supported Jesse Jackson's run for the presidency back then. He helped fund it. People don't know that. When Jennifer Hudson, this happened with her family and all of that, he fucking put her up and all kinds of shit. Like, this man is a racist in the media, basically. Like, the media has made him a racist, but I haven't seen anything from him that would indicate to me that he's a racist. They say, oh, he inspires racism and all of that. I mean, America inspires racism.
Oh, wake up.
You don't think Biden inspires racism? First of all, there was more police brutality against black people under Obama's term than I think anybody's. So what the fuck are we talking about here? And he was your black president. He was your so-called black president. Even though when you really look about how he grew up, he not black like how we black. You understand what I'm saying? You're not.
One more thing. Let me show you one more thing. Salute the Zip with the drip.
That Donald Trump is not a racist. I just don't believe that the man is a racist. This is just my personal belief because I have a personal relationship with Donald J. Trump. Okay. If any of us do our research, we know that Donald Trump wasn't accused of being a racist prior to his run for office. Donald Trump was at the Michael Jackson trial with him every single day. I mean, Donald Trump ran with some of everybody, Diddy, 50 Cent. He's on the Wu-Tang Clan album. This is the same Donald Trump that when Jennifer Hudson's family was murdered, he put her up for 6 months, in Trump Tower. This is the same Trump that sent his private jet, all the way over to get Nelson Mandela when he was released from prison. This is the same Trump that gave me a full and unconditional pardon, pardon Kwame Kilpatrick, released 3,100 people from prison, in one day, July 19, 2019. I mean, if that's the type of racism we have to deal with, I'll take it,
You disagree with people.
Double tap stream. Let's get the likes up. I think Trump is out here speaking right now. I think he's talking tonight. Now, I'm gonna show you some savage shit, man. And this is why I fucks with dude, right? Boy played the commercial right during his rally, blasting Kamala, man. They just playing tennis with this broad right now at this point. You know what I'm saying? And if Trump don't win, that means that the game is really rigged because we obviously know that the American people ain't for her. She's just showing too many signs of weakness, man. And it has nothing to do with anything else, bro.
Tips. News reports confirm Biden and Harris have weaponized the IRS to confiscate your tip money. Harris and Biden have literally unleashed the IRS to harass workers who receive tips. And they just may be coming to
that boy Trump a rock star.
Your house next. Only President Trump has a plan that ends all taxes on service workers' tips. President Trump, he's on your side.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
What do I know? But this has to be the tipping capital of the world. I mean, in some places I say no tax on tips, so we get, nice. Here, I was in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago. I said no tax on tips. The place went crazy. So you're the same thing. But also no tax, think of it on overtime. You do a lot of overtime. And
no tax on overtime is going to be like a stimulus. No tax on overtime. Everybody going to work.
That's a big problem.
Especially when people that get double and time and a half.
And for those of you who are seniors, now I would know about that because I'm not a senior. Michael, am I? No. I'll be a senior, another 10 years, 15 years? No, look, for the seniors, think of it. You've been destroyed on fixed incomes with inflation. They have destroyed you because of energy and because of the way they spent, like so stupidly on the Green New scam. But you've been destroyed, and now we have no tax on social.
Let me stop this, man. All right, let me give y'all. I wanted y'all to see my boy JD Vance, man. I think he spoke yesterday in Pennsylvania, right? And I think we undermined JD Vance a little bit, but JD Vance, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I fuck with him, man. It's something about him that's just transparent. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like what you. And he right from JD Vance lived like probably 20 minutes away from me. From what I hear, there's a lot of fucking security around his house.
Through their eyes, and they make little observations, right? Or like, we're in Traverse City, Michigan, and they're really into the cherries that we bring home from Traverse City, Michigan. Or we go to Hershey Park, and they're really into, like they have all these Reese-themed treats at Hershey. It just, kids notice stuff that I think you don't notice if you're just a 40-year-old guy.
Right.
And I think that noticing has been a really fun part of this.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Well, and your wife must be just, wow. I mean, she's super mama. How is she
really
handling
is.
it?
She really is. I mean, my wife is just this amazing person. And she quit her job when Trump asked me to become his running mate. But she's, a very brilliant, very accomplished corporate leader.
Everybody come flawed, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we talk about policy. We not talk. See, this is what some of y'all don't get, right? Some of y'all get caught up into the person. Some of y'all get caught up in how much you hate somebody, right? See, when I come at Kamala, I come at the fact that she cannot answer a question. I come at the fact that she's not really policy related. I come at the fact that she tries to race, like do the identity politics and get the black vote based off of color. You know, things like that. It's not that, you know, it's less of the fact that she was a hoe. You know what I mean? That's what Candace Owens said. Candace Owens said that when she was a spring chicken, she was sucking Willie Brown off. Said she could suck a basketball through a straw, some shit like that. It's not my words. It was Candace Owens. And she didn't say allegedly, right? But I'm not coming at her about that. That's Candace Owens' phone, not mine. I'm saying that she cannot answer a question. That is a problem with me if you want to run the country. You feel me? You don't get my vote for that.
Gator, and she's like, look, if we're going to do this, then I'm going to make this as easy on the kids as possible, and I'm going to come around and travel with you as much as possible, right? Like, if we're going to do this, let's make it a family adventure. I will tell you a story. You know, one of the first times that the president actually met my wife, the first times they had really talked in any great detail, you know, we were actually throwing a fundraiser for him. And the president sort of greets Usha and gives her a big hug. Oh, you're so beautiful. I'm so glad to see you. And he's, you know, those of us who know him know he's a very engaging guy, despite what the media tells you about him. He's actually just a very warm and normal person. And he asks her what she thinks about me being involved in politics. And she gives, if anybody knows my wife, it's like the perfect.
Good John, 6'10". Ooh, I was in the same boat, man. It's a scary ride. They used to call it the walkaway movement. When black people used to, this is what made me go viral on YouTube. Just to let y'all know a little bit about me, right? I used to talk about Trump, and it was like black people shouldn't be talking about Trump. So a lot of people used to troll me on Facebook and stuff like that. And then it was this group called the Walkaway Group, right? I posted a picture in the Walkaway Group of me downtown with a Trump 2024. Excuse me, not Trump 2020 flag, right? And this is just when I started YouTube. So I went viral on Facebook for that shit. They start following the channel, you know. I used to take a lot of beat downs because of my political stance. A lot of family that was cool with me ain't really cool with me no more, you know, because most of them is just low-key racist, mad, disgruntled, and emotional. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it's hard. It's almost like changing a religion when you change your political stance. That's a fact.
Perfect Usha answer. It's a very diplomatic answer. And she's like, well, sir, you know, my husband really loves public service. We love the state of Ohio. And I'm just really thrilled to be able to help him out where I can. And Trump looks at her and goes, yeah, my wife hates it too.
You know, I'm so.
Well, you say no politicians give straight answers. None. Not Trump, not Kamala. And y'all brainwashed by both sides. Okay, so let's give this a little test, right? Let's see if he gives a straight answer when he's asked a question.
Glad you brought up honesty.
But that's what I love about Trump. Like, Trump finds the real truth in something, and whether you want him to say it or not, he just points his finger right at it.
So I'm glad you brought him up, because a lot of people have brought up the fact that you are not a big fan of President Trump.
Sure.
And that you were very vocal
very well
about it. So, you know, the big thing I think that moms would like to know is what changed?
Yeah, well, a lot changed. I mean, one.
Now let's see the answer. What changed? You used to be against him, but now you for him. What changed?
Become a father, right? So my first was born in 2017. And then our second a couple years later, our third a couple years after that. And I think you think about the country a little bit differently. I think, at least I did when I became a father. I took a slightly different perspective, maybe a little bit more protective, a little bit more worried about the future than I had been, even though life was going very well for us. I just think that, you know, becoming a dad changes your perspective like that. But I think really importantly is there were a lot of predictions that were made about Donald Trump's 4 years in office. And I think for swing voters, people are on the fence. There are a lot of predictions right now being made about Donald Trump. If he gets in office, all of these bad things will happen, right? That's what the media says. That's what the Democrats say. And a part of me, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's more important to be honest, I think, is I kind of bought into some of the lies in 2016. Well, and then he was president, and take-home pay was going up faster than it had in 40 years. Inflation was low. The border was secure. And remember, they all said Donald Trump was going to start World War III. And yet we had more peace around the globe than we had in a generation.
And he answered that with so much clarity and detail that you can't say that he didn't. This is a simple question and a simple answer. And I think that his answer kind of like, you know, could count for like most of the people that follow Trump, that fuck with him. It's because of what his answer directly.
This country, and you sort of like, okay.
His stance, his you know, personally, he, you know, became a father. He's looking at the world a little bit different. And then he's seen that this cat said something and he actually did it.
And I really, you know, politics is sort of, I think the incentives are all messed up.
That's my opinion, salute.
Politics, because, you know, people don't want to admit that they changed their mind. They don't want to admit that they're wrong. And so there's this thing where you try to pretend, even though it's obvious that you screwed something up, you never want to admit it. I think it's actually, it'd be much better if we had political leaders say, you know what?
This cat is real.
I thought this was going to happen. Something else actually happened. I was wrong. Like, it's okay to be humble and say I screwed something up. And I again, for a lot of voters who are still on the fence, I'd say the very same thing they're saying about Trump now, they said in 2015 and 2016. That's right. And I actually think that we're going to have an even bigger and even better presidential term because we've got, frankly, so.
All right, people are tired of seeing politics. I ain't gonna lie. I just had 1,800 people here. Now it's 300. You want to know why? Because they want to see the smut. They want me to go there. All right. What do I got here? I got Orlando Brown talking about Charleston White. But before we go there, let me just take y'all down the rabbit hole a little bit, man. I'm about to do some clout chasing shit, y'all. All right. Watch me work. When you understand the vertical live, you understand this, that people, this are window shopping. All right. And they going for what if you do not satisfy their needs, as soon as they come to this vertical, they're going to swipe up, but they'll be back when they see this slim hoe on the screen. Salute the pull up in chat. Y'all know where I'll be going sometimes. The title of this is called She's Back. Your favorite girl was MIA, and now you got what you've been asking for. Come give her a kiss. Oh, God. I'm the worst. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but I can start getting bored.
Crystal, man. Tell everybody what's up, Crystal. What's up? We back, man. We on.
Damn, you should edit this part out. Oh, they negotiating price. What's going on? I heard one of my homeboys.
Yeah, man. She been
come on my show and said that they will
down for a minute. She back.
We
healthy.
Back. I'm back.
She back good and healthy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I've been healthy.
No, I'm just saying, like, you ain't nobody bother you, ain't nobody touch you. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
I ain't worried about nobody.
Man, that white
that almost sound like he disappointed.
White dude was like checking for you hard. What he said to you?
Oh yeah, he was talking about he was gonna come back. You know, he ain't talking about it. They just want to talk. They don't be talking.
Oh yeah, I don't want to see her. You know what I'm saying? My bad, y'all. I wanted to share this video with y'all. I want people that's not familiar with the show, that's new here. I want y'all to put the prayer hands in the air for this guy. He lost his mother, and he broke down on the internet, man. I hate to play this sad, but I gotta show y'all what's going on out here, y'all.
I don't even know what to do. I just don't want my mom. I don't want to lose my mother.
So this man, just in case y'all don't know who he is, this is the first victim, Diddy's first victim. He did a video expressing what happened and stuff like that. And then I guess things didn't go right on the internet. So, and plus he lost his, I don't know what, something, his mother was sick or something. Hold on.
I'm sorry, people. I know I shouldn't be going live like this.
Prayer hands, and if you got a heart out there, man, you know, send your love and your intention out to this man, please. Everybody in the chat, please. Please. Prayer hands in the chat. Please do that for me, man. You ain't got to hit the like button. Just put prayer hands in the chat and show this man a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? Like kindness. He's, you know, his mother's sick. You know?
I don't want to lose my mama.
Remember, this is the entertainment channel, y'all. Salute. Double tap the screen on the way in.
I don't want to lose my mama. I don't want to lose my mama. I don't want to lose my mom. I don't want to lose my mama. I don't want to lose my mama.
My mother ain't shit. She mad at me because I exposed her as a pedophile. She keep attacking me. I don't have fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing. My mother told me I was in shit my whole life. My mother's a demon. And she losing her mind because she can't take the fact of whatever. I don't know. She's psychotic right now. And I'm supposed to be nice to this bitch. She ain't fucking never loved me anyway. You nasty bitch. She was sucking Rob dick and everybody else's dick in 1895. You were sucking everybody's dick.
I just don't want my mom. I don't want to lose my mother.
My mother told me I was in shit my whole life. My mother ain't saved me from nothing in my life. Nothing. Because that bitch sucking somebody's dick. Sniffing coke. My mother was a gambler. Bumpy Johnson. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. My mother can't give me no love. What the fuck I give a fuck about y'all? You see who you see? My mother shitted on me my whole life. Chicken head bitch that sit up there and suck dick and spit bubbles. Anybody that want it, you can get it wherever you want it at. I feel like I ain't got nothing to live no more. I ain't had a mother growing up. And now she want to shit on me as an adult.
You know I ain't shit, Sharonda.
Fuck it. Bitch, I smack your fucking head off left and right and go sit in jail and eat commissary and wouldn't wait for nobody to come see me because I know they don't love me. My sister, pastor, she too busy for me. The biggest pastor in the world, one of them, Medina Pullers, I can't even get a fucking phone call. I don't give a fuck. Disrespectful Puerto Rican bitch. Fuck. My baby.
I don't want to lose my mama.
Sad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now, look at this motherfucker. All these niggas got mommy problems and they want to be on the internet. Look at this bastard right here. This guy is more embarrassing than that motherfucker right there. Look at this one here. Look at this guy. Dogging his mother. Talking. He's losing his mind. This is a gangster. This nigga is a whole gangster. Hold up.
All right, mommy, I'm coming off. I'm just going to play music. I love my mother. Yeah, I love my mother. All right, mommy, I'm off in there. I'm just going to play some music and relax. I'm not getting crazy.
He disrespected his mother. Fuck that nigga. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody cry. His mother can't cry. She dead.
It's a COVID-19. Okay, mommy. Okay, just stop. Stop.
He is a frog. That's what we call him around here. We call him a frog because he looks like a frog, yo. He looks like a frog. But look at my man right here. This is my friend. He, you know, prayers up for him. Can y'all get some prayer hands in there? Judas World. Look. I know you can say whatever you want. We just want to keep you a part of this conversation. That's the only thing I'm saying. You know, I'm just saying that you might not know what's going on. You know, there's a story about Moses that speaks about somebody that tried to stop something from happening. Bro went from spitting on her to crying, shaking my head. That's what we talking about. But look at this guy right here. This is another one. This is mother yelling in the background. Come off of the internet, she tell her.
Okay. Mommy, stop because they, people on my live.
Now you ain't gotta apologize, Judah. You in the right spot, man. We good around here, man. We ain't that you know what I mean? We got our armor's a little bit different around here. Salute.
Okay. Act right, neighbor. And how this I save him from okay, mommy, listen. Act right. Hollis is the person I save from being caught up to the street. Hollis, hold on, mommy. Hollis went to okay.
Stop it now. Stop
Okay,
trying to go in there. Stop it.
Okay, I'm out.
Stop it.
Okay, mommy. I love my mother so much. I'm gonna listen to my mother. Act right. Don't listen to me. Loki Shmula don't listen to his mother. And that's why he can't stay at his mother's house. I can stay at my mother's house because I love my mother. And anybody ever do nothing with my mother? You're gone. Okay, mommy. Okay, mommy. Okay, mommy. Just go.
This is bad work, y'all.
I know. I didn't call him. These.
All right, man. I ain't gonna do that to you, product, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all want to check him out. That guy's name is OG Product Sniffer, right? Now, like I said, I got to go to this festival, so I'm kind of like rushing through this show a little bit, but I do want to bless y'all with a classic. You know my style. You know what I'm saying? You know, eat off someone else's pain. All right, now this is the same guy that dogged his mother out a little while ago, y'all. He's on a date with his friend.
I can't. You think that you
now, Judas, if you stick around, you'll hate him just as much as everybody else.
Talk to me like this.
That's how he treats Derek. Now, Derek is a straight man. Let's not get it twisted. Derek has been on the show and he's told me this with his own mouth. No freaky, right? Hassan Campbell he killed 4 people, yo. Judas, he killed 4 people. He's the real Judas. Oh, excuse me. I keep on calling you Judas. My bad, Judah. My bad. Enough respect.
I don't trust nobody. As you should.
T is something I think that they call information. You know what I mean? Gossip.
And you in my fucking city. However. And you talking to me like this. Look. It's the only reason why I'm not fucking destroying you right now. Right. I brought you out. I don't know you. Yo. Whoa, wait. Your aura is gay. Your nails, get your fucking nails off of me. Wait a minute. Get your fucking nails off of me. But I can't.
I know this shit by heart, yo.
You cannot. Don't fucking touch me like that. Because I can't. You talking to me crazy. I showed you love. I know that.
Yeah, Derek is a straight man, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Derek is straight. He's straight. Nah, don't do that to Derek, man. Come on, Derek.
Nigga, you gay.
Motherfucker.
And you touching me. I showed this nigga love. I showed him love. I don't even know him. I showed the YouTuber love. I don't know him. He pushing me. Push me again. Because I can. Push me again. Because I can. Now do what you do. Nah, I'm not gonna do nothing. No, do what you do. I'm gonna accept this. Fuck out of here. And I know I can kill this nigga right now. I'm in my hood, in my town. Why you touching me like this? Because I can. Because you could? And do what you do. Because you could. Do what you do. Because you could. Do what you do. I left my fucking wife and my children.
Is he A, gonna knock him out, B, slap him, or 3, make love to him? Get in the chat.
Don't touch me again. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. This is the setup. I'm a pro. Nigga, you gay. This is why, yo. You came from all the way out of town. I don't know what your dilemma is. I just want you to go home. I want this nigga to go home. This is Derek Williams, the nigga that support me. What the fuck is wrong with you, Derek? Nigga, you gay. What's wrong with you, Derek? Are you government? What's wrong with you, Derek? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's gonna have to. I told you, Lansky, this brings the people. He's gonna have to do better. Sad. It's sad. This is what the algorithm prefers.
What's wrong with you, Derek? What's wrong with you, Derek? Are you government? What's wrong with you, Derek? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's gonna have to do better.
Get your fucking hand off of me. Oh. Whoa.
What's the next words? Get in the chat. What's the very next word? Let the people know that's not familiar with the show. What is he gonna say? What is he gonna say next?
Whoa! He fell. He fell. Derek, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, he pushed me.
So I
Nigga, you
pushed you.
gay.
So I pushed you.
Yo.
So I pushed him. So I pushed him. So I pushed him. I pushed him. Here, let me know. Let me help you up. What the fuck is wrong with you? You came to New York for this? Nigga came to New York to set me up.
Whoa.
Get your fucking hand off me with your long ass nails.
Yo, he pushed me.
Derek.
Why would he do that?
Why would I do that?
Yeah, tell me.
You in the middle of Parkchester, Bronx River.
I don't give a fuck.
Why are you
would
here?
do that?
Why did you come here?
Look, you gotta talk.
Why the fuck did you come here? Why?
Because I can.
Now,
nigga, you gay.
I'm holding myself back. I'm holding myself back because I thought this nigga was my brother. I had some drinks with this nigga. What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like fuck.
Why?
Nigga, you gay. What the fuck? Your daughter's watching, you bitch ass nigga. Your fucking daughter's watching, you bitch ass nigga.
Yo. What did I do?
What did you do?
What did I
Why
do?
are you talking to me like this?
Why did I do that?
Why did you treat me like
Why
this?
did I do that?
You want to go home?
I didn't do shit.
You want to go home?
What did I do?
I'm going to take this nigga home on camera.
Why?
And I'm drunk.
Look, I'm going to step aside because I don't know what he's talking about.
Stop touching me. You feeling gay. You feeling fucking gay.
Nighttime. What did I do?
What did you do? We live
Hey,
now, so
what
now
did I do?
So now you acting right. So now you acting right. Now you acting right?
Whoa.
You feeling gay.
What did I do? We're going back to Philadelphia. What did I do?
No,
Look.
you going back, and I'm trying to take you back, but you flipping on me. You flipping on me.
Why would I flip on Hassan Campbell?
Then why? Let's go home so I can take you home.
Why would I?
Your book bag is in my car. You can go home.
Why would I flip on Hassan Campbell?
Why? Why am I live?
Why would I flip on Hassan
Why
Campbell?
the fuck am I live? Why the fuck am I live? Why the fuck am I live? Why the fuck am I live? Because they trying to set me up. He can't even fucking walk. Is he an agent? Is he real? I don't want to send him home like that. He live in PA. Nigga, you gay. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? I'm a warrior. I'm a wolf. What the fuck is wrong? Let's go get your book bag out my fucking car. Let's walk. I'm gonna walk you like a little bitch. Let's walk. And don't fucking touch my shoulder no more, because I'm not your fucking girl. You fucking gay ass nigga. Walk your fucking... Walk.
Walk.
The fucking setup.
It's
Nigga,
always
set
a
me
setup,
up. Yeah, it's a fucking setup, nigga. You ain't acting like my fucking brother. You acting like you're fucking gay.
Wait,
Get the fuck out of the street. Get out of the street. Get the fuck out of the street before I knock you. Get the fuck out of the street.
Hold on.
This is domestic violence.
I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more.
Sound like a whole relationship conversation, man. Man, he's spilling it, man. This is the tea.
Get your ass out of the fucking street.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on?
The fuck is
It
this
wasn't
shit I'm
me.
dealing with?
Hey, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
And it's sad. Because
It
I don't
wasn't me.
I don't
It
know if
wasn't
this
me.
brother's really fucking drunk
It wasn't me.
or he
It
playing a
wasn't
role.
me.
But I ain't a fucking
I ain't do
faggot.
nothing. I ain't do nothing.
You ain't doing nothing.
I ain't doing nothing. Wait, hold on.
Jim?
Hold on. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing.
By sunset, I'm going to take you to the hotel. He here in the chat right now.
Yo, Derek, why you talking to me like that, man?
Man, stop.
I treated you like a brother. Why you talking to me like that, man?
Look,
I don't even know you.
Man, stop, man. Stop.
I don't even know you.
Hey, look, man. Look.
Nah.
Thanks, Biden. This shit out of control.
Let's go. Because I'm going to make sure you make it home to your daughter, Damaris.
Come on.
The fuck is wrong with you, man?
Ain't fucking wrong with you. I ain't do nothing.
You can't walk. Walk.
Man,
Walk your ass to my fucking car. Or like, damn. Damn, Derek, come on, man. Oh.
This is domestic violence now.
Oh, my God. This is where I'm going to stop this live at.
Word. Stop your live and report yourself.
And I'm protecting myself.
The nearest rainbow.
I'm protecting myself.
Oh.
How you hit the floor? Like, walk.
Man.
Oh, your protection's in that bag.
Walk.
Stop, man.
Walk. The fuck, man? Like, come on, man. I don't even know if that niggas is just alcohol.
Man, he caught you in that bag like Cassie when she was running from Diddy. Why you so close? It's crazy.
Yo, Derek, what the fuck is going on, Derek?
Right now,
Come on, Derek.
No, stop.
Nah, I'm not gonna let you get hit by a car. You on my watch. So now I gotta hold you.
Man, stop, man. I got it.
Then walk across the fucking street then.
Niggas just hold hands.
Hold up. Derek, walk across the street. No.
Double tap screen, get the lights up.
Don't touch my fucking lower back. I am not your bitch. Do not touch my... Walk across the fucking street, man. I am not your bitch. Street.
No,
Don't touch my fucking lower back. I am not your bitch. Do not touch my... Walk across the fucking street, man. Walk across the street, man.
My woman don't touch my lower back.
Right. Hey, buddy, stop.
Derek, get your shit so I can take you to the train.
It wasn't over.
Did you choke him just now? Hey, listen, man. I gotta get ready to get up out of here, man. I swear to God, I love y'all. But I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I'm going outside, man. I might go live from outside. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Thank you, man. Subscribe. It's free. Hit that button at the top. If you ain't hit the like, hit it on the way out the door. 3 dots at the top or double tap the screen. Salute.